Hello and welcome to Insights with Thomas Caldwell on January the 6th, 2022. Tom, it's a new year, the first week of January, and there's a lot that people are thinking about right now. If you are thinking about inflation, gas prices have gone up, food prices have gone up, and a lot of people are living on fixed income. How do you think this inflation will affect us?
Well, clearly it's making it harder for people on fixed incomes. It is a natural result of governments, both in Canada and in America, just printing and spending money in all directions, also subsidizing not working. So a lot of this is government inspired, including the central banks being complicit in just flooding the system with cash. So you have a certain amount of goods and even a reduced supply of goods and lots of money chasing them. So inflation is a fact of life. We've seen significant asset value inflation, both in stuff, in houses, stocks, art, wine, everything over the last little while. Now we're seeing it in cost of living, and that's impacting real people, real time. The hope is that it will ease off over time. The problem is inflation tends to take on a life of its own. Expectations are there that prices are going up, so you buy now as opposed to delaying that purchase. So it's an interesting period, but you just have to be selective in purchases, work on the basis of needs versus wants, and you will probably get through this period.
Yeah, I agree with you. Needs versus wants, for sure. And now the markets. There was a lot of what you call tax gain selling at the end of the year. So let's talk about the markets.
Well, I've flipped the phrase. It used to be tax loss selling, but it's been such a good year. A lot of people had made quite a bit of money, particularly on a lot of the insanely priced stocks, the Teslas, et cetera. So many people were thinking they were going to be taking the gains next year. So a lot of anticipators wanted to take the gains in last year. So there was a little bit of selling, a little bit of choppiness. The interesting part, as we begin this year, there still is a very buoyant underpinning to stock markets. And I can see that because a lot of the major industries are not overpriced. Even energy is a valid, financial services. So there's still a lot of opportunities there. And again, lots of cash sloshing around. So I think as I said at the beginning of last year, that I was an optimist. And I would say at the beginning of this year, I'm still optimistic. I think this is going to be a fairly good year.
That's great. Thank you so much, Tom.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. Bye for now.